Hey everyone, it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, so I thought I'd pop in and let you know what's going on. Since I last talked to you, when was the last video I showed? Oh my gosh, that would have been the Arches. Yeah, Arches National Park. Holy cow, that was so long ago. Oh my gosh. Not a whole lot's happened since then. I do have some more videos that I need to show from the way back on the trip back. My Premiere Pro subscription ran out, and I'm going to be using a cheaper program to try and upload some videos, but I just can't do nearly as much with them. Not that I really used everything Premiere Pro had to offer, but there are some things that aren't, you know. Anyway, yeah, Premiere Pro is $239 per year. My girls aren't 13 years old, my oldest girl is 12 years old, so I can't get a student discount on Premiere Pro. That would be $239 for all apps. And then I could use After Effects, which would be really, really cool to learn how to use that. What's new? My girls, my ex-wife moved to a different town, so she somehow talked me into agreeing to homeschool the girls. So I set up all that. The girls are going to be homeschooled here locally locally at my house and her house, but the main building is here in town in our city, Fergus Falls, Minnesota. I don't know if I'm going to start a new channel or not. I think I might start like a new homeschool channel besides just my regular what's going on channel. Not sure yet. Maybe I'll keep it on this one. Not sure. Next subject. About a week or 2 weeks ago, here, let me show you. I don't know why I'm on this Bitcoin screen right now. Okay, yeah, so here's what I was talking about with Premiere Pro. This is how much it is. All apps is $600 if I want all the apps, but it's $239 if you have a student discount. Just Adobe Premiere Pro, this is what I paid last year, $239.88 per year. And you can bet your ass in a Cadillac there's not tax on that. So here where I'm at, let's do a little quick figuring here. This won't take long. 7.875 times 239.88 equals, so yeah, $18.89 in tax on that. So yeah, freaking tax, man. I'm so sick of tax. I don't want to go off on a rant. No rants. Okay, so that's the deal with that. The one thing I was checking out, I suppose it's been a couple weeks ago now, but I somehow stumbled upon these e-bikes. There's a company called Juiced Bikes. I have no idea how I got onto this page, but they already sell models, the Rip Current S, and the Cross Current, and then they used to sell some other bikes that you can't get anymore. They don't make them anymore or something. I don't know. They just moved away from them. And then I checked out this Scrambler, which is new. Turns out the Scrambler is not available yet, but you can view it on Indiegogo. So I go to Indiegogo to view it, and it shows a cool little video, you know. So anyway, it looks like a pretty cool bike. It has like a top speed of 20 miles an hour. If you pedal, you can get it up to 27 miles an hour. They have a Hyper Scrambler, which will do 34 miles an hour on off-road mode, because it's not legal, actually. It's supposed to be 20 miles an hour, no pedaling, be legal. 20 miles an hour or less. But you can get this off-road upgrade, whatever. Anyways, they had them on sale for $999 plus $129 each for shipping. Oh my god, I thought it would be really cool if me and the girls could ride our electric bikes around. These things will get, you know, about 30 miles per charge. For sure 20 miles per charge, wide open. Don't quote me on that, but that's... I bet they'll get, for sure, if it was wide open and you weren't pedaling at all, they'd probably go for sure they'd go 15 miles, more than likely 20, maybe 25. But they're rated for 30, what is it? 32 plus miles is what they're rated for. So we went with the City right here in red and black. So for the girls' Christmas present, this is what they get. Lucky them. But the thing is, it is crowdfunding. So when you go to pay for it and you get to the final page, it lets you know like that if they decide not to send out one to you, there's really nothing you can do about it. Basically, you're donating the money in exchange for the bike or whatever it is. I mean, you can get upgrade kits too. I mean, that's the same thing as crowdfunding. If you bought that upgrade kit, you won't get it till they're actually done with it, and they don't really even need to sell it to you. You know, they don't need to give it to you. They can just take your money and say, thank you very much for helping get this company going. We appreciate it. But they've already raised over $1,088,000 by 1,148 backers. I'm one of those backers. And there's only 4 days left on this. If you wanted to get on it, it's a little more expensive. Now all the $999 ones are sold out, I'm pretty sure. The Euro Scrambler, but you don't want that. See, yeah. The only one that you could get for the discount that was there when I went on there would be the Hyper Scrambler. Would be the 17%, but it's only 17% off. I actually got the City Scrambler at 47 or 49% off. This is still a good price because they retail for $18.99, and they do look like a lot of fun. But yeah, here's the stats on it real quick. So they look pretty cool, but bottom line, end of story, I got the girls that coming. Hopefully I don't just lose $2,200, $2,300. Hopefully I just don't lose that. I really hope that I don't lose that, man. That'll be definitely the last time I ever crowdfund in my whole life, if that happens. They got a few other pictures. So yeah, check it out. It's the Juiced Bikes Scrambler. Because there's a Hyper Scrambler, the City Scrambler, the Camp Scrambler. And you can get upgrades, fender upgrade, off-road. I'm really considering getting this off-road upgrade, but I don't know. Like, I've already sent them enough money, and there's a lot on the line, and that's like a lot of money for me. For me, that's a shit pile of money, guys. What else did I want to talk about? Not much. Oh, I did order. See, I just ordered those 2 bikes, so I decided that I am going to build my own e-bike. First, I'm gonna just try it with that cheap Walmart bike that I have. I'll end up doing a video on it when I do get everything going. But I have a cheap Walmart bike, and it's just like a 7-speed, I think. And what I did was I picked up a rear hub motor kit, and you can look them up. Let me see if I can find it for you. There it is right here. This one right here. It's a Voltmark 26-inch rear wheel conversion kit. So you basically, this one's got that nice display right there, as you can see, and it has everything you need for the electric bike, and that's the main part right there, the motor. It's a rear hub motor. You can get a front and a rear hub electric motor. This one's 48 volts. I've been doing a lot of studying. I got a lot more to do, but I'm learning, and it was a headache for a few days, but I'm learning. I'm going to actually make a 52 volt battery, because this controller should be able to handle it, from what I've been told. Should easily be able to handle it, maybe more, but I'm just going to go 52 so I can get a little more speed out of it. I got a twist throttle. You can get ones with thumb throttle, but I got the twist throttle. And then it gives you the brakes, because when you hit the brakes, either one of them, you want that to be sure that motor is not going to be stuck on. Like, it's just a safety switch. And it comes with this little bag in the middle. I'll stuff the controller in that. But I went and got a rack on the back, because this kit does not come with a battery. If you built your own battery, it would still cost you way more than this kit does. Here's what I'll show you. These right here are 18650 cells, and you can see what I have written on it. I have written the how many amp hours. So this one would be a 1440 amp hour, and it'd be the other number, the 128, that's the resistance on it. That's a little bit higher resistance. This battery's been around the horn a bit, but still usable. And I'll just keep it over here. So where did I get those batteries? I went down to the recycling center and I went and looked for old laptop batteries that people brought in. I talked to the guy nicely. He was a real nice guy, and you know, he said they only get 28 cents a pound for that scrap, but he said go through and grab as much as you want. Because I told him I was building a bike for myself so I could, you know, me and the girls could go riding. He said, yeah, go for it. So that's what I did. I've probably got 200 cells, and right now I'm going through and I'm testing them. I'm charging them all the way up. You can do research on this, but there's a way to test these. You charge them all the way up to 14.2 volts, and then there's this tester, this charger tester. It's called a Zanflare C4, which tests to see how many milliamps are left in them. And then once you test them all, some get hot when you're charging. If they get hot when you're charging, they're automatically done. But you charge them up, and then you discharge. You do the test will discharge them. You're checking how many milliamps it has on the discharge. So then when it discharges them, it'll give you a reading on how much you write on the battery, put it aside. And then I recharge it back up to 4.1, about maybe 4.15. I just don't want to go full charge, because with those batteries, every time you full charge them, it takes life out of them. Every time you charge them, it takes life out of them. But the difference between 4 volts and 4.2 volts is quite a bit. Like, I could get 1,500 cycles out of a new battery if I only charged it to 4 volts every time. But if I charge it to 4.2 volts every time, I might only get 500 cycles out of that battery. And then after I get all the batteries charged, I'm going to go and check the voltage on them and see if they held voltage. I expect them to draw. I expect, like, if the battery's charged to 4.12 and it goes down to 4.10, that's going to be a good battery. If I charge a battery to 4.12 and it's down to 4.0, probably not a good battery. I only want to see a couple tenths loss max, you know. I want to be able to see, I want the batteries to hold their charge. And then when they're discharging also, I don't want them to get too hot. Even though I'm going to be building a big battery, which isn't going to draw too many amps out of each one at a time, if I'm doing a half an amp draw and they're getting super hot, I've only had like 6 batteries. The green ones I had, that I think they were Sony's. The brand doesn't matter, but they were Sony's and they got pretty hot, so their discharge rate must be pretty low, or their max discharge rate must be pretty low. But I don't know, I might still use them, we'll see. And then there's more to it, but after you get it all said and done, you figure out how big of a battery pack you make. If you want to make a battery pack with 140 cells in it, then you've got to take all 140 cells, take the highest numbers of everything you got, of the good batteries, the highest milliamps, all the way down to whatever it is when you hit 140, if that's how many batteries you want. And then since they're only 3.7 volts, I need to step them up to 52 volts. So that means I got to put batteries, just like you put batteries front to back in a, you know, like this. You put batteries like this inside of a flashlight. All of a sudden, from here to here, it's going to be 7.4 volts. So that's called putting them in a series. So I'm probably, the pack with these used cells I'm going to build, I'm going to have 10 tied together in parallel, which means it's still going to be 3.7 volts, but they're going to together act as a bigger battery. And then I'm going to have 14 series connections. So I'm going to have 10 batteries in 10 batteries, probably 5 and 5, and then I'm going to take the positive from one of those and put it down to the negative on another battery, and I'm going to do that. How many is that? I don't know. 14 times 10, that's 140 right there. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have 140 batteries, 140 individual cells to make my battery, and they're going to range from 2,500 milliamps down to, you know, probably 1,500 milliamps. So it's not going to be that awesome of a battery, but you know, being that big, it's going to be pretty good. So hopefully I didn't drag this video on too long. That's just kind of what I'm up to. I don't know, I haven't been doing much traveling at all. The RV's just sitting out there. I think My parents are having the driveway tarred pretty soon, so I might have to bring it here and see if I can get it up into this driveway, which is going to be a trick. I know for sure I'm going to have to cut down one branch, but first I want to make sure it can make it up the incline into my driveway without scraping the back end off of it, which is going to be close. It's going to scrape, but I don't know. If it just scrapes a tiny bit and makes it, it'll be alright, but it's going to be tough, like, because it's just, if it was a shorter, like 26 foot or something, it'd be alright, but, or 21 foot, however they come, it'd be alright. And another thing, I'm not really into watching these van life videos and these, like, Living Free and Nomadic Fanatic. I'm done with it, really. It's just so old to me now. Maybe once in a while I'll watch some old Nomadic Fanatic videos, but, like, I've done it. I went on the road for 3 weeks at a time. We go out every year, and it's fun, but I don't know, the videos on YouTube aren't that exciting to me anymore. I've been there, done that. It's fun to go out and do it, but to sit there and watch other people do it, there's so many people that do it now. But if you do like watching those type of videos, I would say Nomadic Fanatic does a pretty good job. He's probably one of the best. Who else could I stand to watch now? I used to love Living Free, but I don't know, I just, it's not the same anymore. Can't Prevent Kevin, it's not really my style. If you're an older person, maybe you'll like him. But I get bored with him. I get bored with. There's one that's his name is Hobo Tech, just like it sounds, one word. He's pretty funny. He's pretty cool. He's got some decent videos, but they're all kind of the same. Anyway, this is dragging on, you guys. Oh my God, is this dragging on? That's all I got to talk about for now. So yeah, plan on some homeschool stuff. Probably a different channel. This channel, I think I'm going to show my e-bike build, and I think I'm going to bring the bike to this house and probably build it upstairs. It's a lot cleaner, more organized, and probably better looking upstairs. So I'll probably do the video up there. I don't know. But yeah, I'll show that. I'll show me making my battery too and stuff like that, so you can see how it's done. Even though there's a ton of videos on it, but that's about it for now. I'll see you guys later. Peace.